right from the jump. The judge calls this one of the most disturbing cases he's ever seen. Guns, punches, threats. This one of the most disturbing cases he's ever seen. Guns, punches, threats, the works.
You got a copy of this, don't you? This is one of the more disturbing probable cause affidavits. Most threatening thing I've heard between threatening with a gun, punching. Mr. Rogers is charged in 24 CR 1697, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and you were facing up to 20 years in prison in this case.
Your Honor, if we get it one more time, we're working on trying to get him in the Veterans Court. He's a veteran, and I believe this qualifies for that. So if we get some more time, we can get that taken care of.
All right, who is Charletha Rogers?
My wife.
Okay. Where does she live?
Is
that where you live too?
Yes, sir. That's my address. Well, he's not staying there, Your Honor. That's his address. That's
what he just said. Well, that's where I said living. What does that mean?
Talk about that. He's been living with his mother.
Are you having any contact with the lady?
Yes, sir. We have been talking, and we've been going to marriage counseling with through the CPS casework.
Okay. Well, somebody didn't tell him about a bond condition. In every case, you cannot have any contact with the victim of the offense. If you're doing that, your bond is revoked. You stay in jail until this thing gets done. But the bondsman told you that. You got the bond conditions are normal for everybody. It's the same. No matter who the victim is. If it's your wife, tough. Y'all got to separate until this can get resolved. You're not supposed to assault anybody, much less a wife, but you can't have contact with the victim. Why are you looking like nobody? Your attorney didn't tell you this?
I understand it, but
your bondsman didn't tell you this? Of course they would have.
The bondsman told me that the protective order took precedence over the general.
What? Not in my court.
Yes, sir.
Protective order doesn't bind me. This is my order. It has its effect. Protective order, I don't care. What's the protective order say? Not to have any contact with it?
Protective
well,
order.
What are you doing? You're breaking two orders?
Your Honor, the protective order stated for me not to go in 200 yards on my wife or the children, but the protective order lost its effective date on October the 1st. The CPS caseworker asked her if she wanted to extend the protective order.
Okay.
She told me no.
Okay, that doesn't matter to me. My order stands. It's the same order that's in every case. I'm sorry, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. If you happen to, once you do something, you break through the barrier and you do an act, you're capable of doing it the same act again, no matter what you want to say. You shouldn't have done it the first time. If you did, you're presumed innocent. I don't care. The point is the grand jury thinks otherwise.
Yes, sir.
They heard evidence and probably.
Hold up. Did you catch that wordplay? He says he lives there, but doesn't stay there. That's courtroom gymnastics 101. Judges have zero patience for clever phrasing when bond conditions are at stake.
But the point is we separate the victims. If it happened again, twice, it would be on my watch. Yeah, people would ask me.
It won't happen again, Judge.
You know what? If I would have asked you the day before you were accused of this, if you'd be charged with a crime like this, what would you have told me?
I'm not sure.
Oh, really? I can tell you what I'd say. Because I'm pretty certain about my actions. I mean, assaulting someone is pretty clearly wrong. And I can tell you, I wouldn't do it. I've never done it. But the point is we separate people. My court order is you don't have any contact with it. I find you do. I find out you do. This should have been told to you, and I'm aggravated about it because this shouldn't happen. Because if something happened now, I'd be the one going, you're not policing your orders, are you?
The reason why.
You know what? Failure is not an option. There is no reason.
The reason why.
There is no reason. My order stands, sir. Do not have any contact with this lady. And that's the order for everyone who has victims in their indictments. They have to stay apart until we can resolve this. Because it's happened before, and it's in before people have gone right back and assaulted the same person again, and then they go, how could this happen if the court was policing his order properly? And these orders are the same. These are the same bond conditions in every case. It's not my special order. The judges all use the same standardized bond conditions. And one of those is don't have any contact with the victim until we can resolve this. You got to figure it out. Either you leave or she leaves. I don't want it. And I'm going to check on it. I'm going to have somebody drive by every day if I have to find out if you're violating the order. You do, you'll sit in jail. Your bond will be revoked. You'll sit in jail until we can get around to resolving this, which sometimes takes years.
That's hard to do.
Sir?
That's hard to do. I mean, the reason why I'm saying that is because
you got to figure it out.
Here it is, the hammer moment. The judge makes it crystal clear. In his courtroom, bond rules outrank everything. No contact means no contact, not even with your wife. The law doesn't care about emotions when safety's on the line.
Well, just like every defendant has to figure you got a problem, fix it. You got an attorney, work with your attorney. That's what he's paid for, is to help you resolve this. Everybody makes mistakes. And you're presumed innocent. We're not saying you did. You're charged with making a mistake. If you made a mistake, fix it. Fix it. Yeah, people make mistakes, but number one, you fix it. Number two, you don't do it again. Okay? But you got 24 hours you got to work with him.
I'll talk to him about that, Your Honor.
I mean, that's serious. Because we've had situations where partners, married people, partners came up here. We had an assault, and they went right back, got together, and someone was killed. And then it was, who's to blame then? Bondsman. And most importantly, the person who does the act. But this is to separate, time out, get everything fixed up so we can get back in the game of life. It's in everybody's best interest. But and then a lot of times is we find out a lot of times in these partnership things that people are threatened, they're intimidated, they're back together, they're not supposed to be, but one or the other feels like they didn't have a choice. They're pressured into it. And that really makes me angry. Then wrath comes down because all kinds of problems develop that need to be fixed quickly when that happens. Because I don't want victims feeling like they're to blame. That needs to get fixed. How long have y'all been married?
Going on 4 years. Been together for 9 years, going on 9 years.
You got a copy of this, don't you? This is one of the more disturbing probable cause affidavits. The most threatening thing I've heard, between threatening with a gun, punching, hitting.
Your Honor, that's one of the reasons I was trying to get him in the Veterans Court, because a lot of this relates to his.
What's that going to happen, John? He's staying with the victim.
I know. I'm going to work on that to get him out.
You think? It's got to be done today. Something.
But he's
My
getting
goodness.
treatment to the VA's